Okay, I have 6 o'clock. I'd like to go ahead and get started. First, I would like to thank my colleague Steve for joining. So thank you so much for doing that. This is my first ever live stream. I'm using a software called OBS Suite, and also using some overlays that I've created in Canva. I'm going to try to keep it relatively short. I have got a timer set for 12 minutes, so I will be done in 12 minutes. And the purpose of the live stream today is to talk a little bit about my preparations for my trip down to Baja California Sur next week. So looking forward to that, and I wanted to give you a little bit insight into the planning process that I go through. This will be my third trip to Baja California Sur, and try to give you some insights. This live stream will be recorded, so it'll be available later if anyone would like to see it. There should be closed captions also captured as we go through. So first thing, a little reference material. This is some important stuff that I rely pretty heavily on during my planning phase and also when I'm in the middle of the trip. So the first thing is the National Geographic Baja South map. This is actually my third copy of it. The other 2 copies ended up getting marked up pretty badly. They do frequent updates of this. There is a Baja North, so you may be aware that Baja California is divided up into 2 portions. We'll actually see the border of that here in just a minute. There's Baja California, which is the north section, and then there's Baja California Sur, which is the south section. So the maps are basically dedicated, this specific one, to Baja California South. And the second is a book by Moon. This is a really great resource. I've got lots of tabs in it, lots of highlights where I've gone through. It really goes through city by city and identifies what the main features are, cultural features, missions. For example, there are quite a number of Jesuit missions that were formed in Baja that actually go up into California as well, and a lot of those are basically functioning churches. They've been restored, and you can go in there. And then the third resource that I use is this big road and recreation map, which goes into a little bit more detail. Really good resource, and you can do a lot of good planning. So those would be 3 resources that I would highly recommend if you're planning a trip down to Baja for you to take advantage of during the preparation phase. Some other websites that are out there that I use pretty frequently, TripAdvisor is one, Expedia is another. Really good descriptions of the different locations, what the top attractions are in each of the places, hotel reviews, all of those types of things. And then there are quite a number of Facebook groups as well that I would recommend that if you're planning a trip down, that you join those, and you can do some searching and really get a lot of insight into the area. So what I'd like to do now is to jump over to the map, and so I'm going to switch over to this screen, and you should be seeing right now a map of Baja California Sur. I've currently got it on the where you can actually see the terrain layers, and it's going to be a little easier if we switch over to transit, be a little bit clearer. I mentioned the dividing line just a second ago between Baja California North and South, and that's right here. It's located approximately at the town on the Pacific of Guerrero Negro. And all the way down in the southern tip, let me zoom in a little bit, is the famous Los Cabos, which collectively are the capes all together. And there's really three main capes that are in this area. Everybody knows Cabo San Lucas. The other main point there is San Jose del Cabo. That's actually where the airport is. You see the airport in this area. And then there is the East Cape region that's over here with Cabo Pulmo, which, by the way, is famous for scuba diving. It's an unbelievable area. There are two main airports in Baja California Sur. One is in Cabo, and that's really the international airport. There is a national airport in the town of La Paz, where you can fly into that from California fairly easily. But if you're on an international flight, really everybody's going to come into Cabo San Lucas. And you'll notice in this is Google Maps, by the way, there are a number of hearts on here, and those are places that I've saved over the past year and a half, 2 years, of some of my favorite places. And then this is actually synchronized with Google Maps on my phone, so I can use it for navigation. Road navigation, by the way, I do try to use a couple of different sources. I use Google Maps, I use Waze, and then I also bring a Garmin GPS with me that I mount. So I've kind of got double redundancy there just to make sure. There are a number of areas in Baja California Sur where there is no cell phone coverage, so you need to make sure that you can navigate properly. So again, the main town here is Cabo San Lucas, and with the airport, one of the other main towns that's closest to that is a town by the name of La Paz. And in order to get to La Paz, the fastest way to do that is by the toll road, which is this road that goes right here. Airport's actually located right in this region. And so in order to get to La Paz, you're going to come around on the 19, join up with 1 to get to the La Paz area. And La Paz is really a fantastic town, located right on the bay area. And where you see this heart right up here is actually a little beach. It's probably one of the most beautiful beaches in Baja, called Balandra Beach. And there's also another little town, a little beach that's right around the corner, Tecolote Beach. I've done some YouTube videos on those. It's really cool. There's a hiking trail. Tecolote Beach is also known as a big camping beach, so a lot of people get there. And then there's another town right down here a little further to the southeast called La Ventana. And La Ventana is famous for windsurfing. A lot of areas, especially on the Sea of Cortez side, or the Gulf of California, which is also called, that are through here that are really beautiful. La Paz has this fantastic little protected bay right here. And then right down in the middle is the waterfront. There is a boardwalk that goes the entire length of it. The boardwalk is also known as the Malecon. That's a name that you'll hear fairly often. And there's a marina there. A lot of the charters, a lot of the expeditions that are in the area leave from there. So it's very convenient. I usually stay very close to the Malecon. It's very walkable. And one of the really fantastic things that's close to La Paz is the Spiritus Onu Archipelago. And this is a beautiful uninhabited island. And I've done an excursion out to this to basically make the whole loop. And all the way on the eastern side is a little island out here. Doesn't say it on the map, but it's Isla Isolete, and it is famous for sea lions, and you can snorkel with the sea lions there. And so that's that's a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff to do in that area. And then moving north from La Paz on the 1, and by the way, you'll notice Highway 1 right here. This is the longest continuous straight road in the world, and it's really quite a feat. The roads aren't dangerous to drive. However, there's in a lot of places the shoulders are very narrow, and one of the cardinal rules is not to drive at night. It's not because it's dangerous, but at night is when all the cows and animals come out and they stand in the middle of the road. They lay in the road, and can create quite a problem if you're coming around a turn. But then coming down through here and getting to some of these areas, right in this area where you see the hearts is a little town called Loreto. This road and coming through these mountain ranges is absolutely beautiful. It would remind me of the Dolomites in Italy, but then there's a fantastic Jesuit mission that's over in this area as well. With the remaining time that we have, what I would like to talk about is really this area. This little town is a town called Puerto San Carlos, and this is where I will be going for the gray whale migration. Every year the gray whales come down from the Bering Sea. It's about a 10,000-mile migration, and it's really one of the most amazing things that I've seen. And if I can zoom out a little bit, there's really two places that the gray whales come. There's Puerto San Carlos and Magdalena Bay, and then up in the north is in Guerrero Negro. There's a place called Scammons Bay where the gray whales come. So that's really the main topics. There's some beautiful towns on the Pacific side here, Todos Santos, and also Cerritos Beach. I've done some videos about that. I've done some drone work. It's a huge surfing area based on the geography, and I'll definitely be spending some time there. So I hope this short overview has been helpful for you. I do have a couple of accounts. So certainly YouTube is my primary focus, where I post most of my videos, but I also have an Instagram account. So what I will do just before I close, let me just look at the chat to see if there are any questions or comments. Okay, I don't see anything. There's a little bit of a lag, but I do want to thank everybody for attending. And again, this live stream will be saved, and it will be available on YouTube. So with that, I want to be punctual, and I want to respect your time. Please like and subscribe, and give me any comments. Thanks, and have a great day. I'll be ending the live stream now.